So, Dr. Drew, are we overreacting?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm hearing this from doctors left and right.
Yes, and we are not overreacting. The press is overreacting, and it makes me furious. The press should not be reporting medical stories as though they know how to report it. If we have a pandemic, I won't know how to tell that we're actually having a pandemic because everything is an emergency. People that are infectious disease specialists, the CDC, the epidemiologists need to take this very seriously. The press needs to shut up because you're more likely to die of influenza right now.
Yep, and we actually have Dr. Drew on the line right now. Drew, how are you?
Yeah.
Hi, Sam. Great to talk to you.
Great.
I 100% agree with that guy.
So you still, Dr. Drew, you still feel as passionate as you did a couple of weeks ago?
Let me frame it this way. We have, in the United States, 24 million cases of flu-like illness, 180,000 hospitalizations, 16,000 dead from influenza. Why is that not being reported? Why isn't the message, get your flu shot? We have 0 deaths from coronavirus. We have almost no cases. It's coming here. That community transmitted case you reported on from UC Davis, that means that it's far milder than we know it is. And there are people walking around out there with the virus that don't even know they have it. It's so mild. So it's going to be much more widespread than we knew. It's going to be much milder than we knew. The 1.7% fatality rate is going to fall. Where was the press during the Mediterranean corona outbreak when the fatality rate was 41%? If they wanted to get crazed about something, why didn't they get crazed about MERS or SARS? This is an overblown, press-created hysteria. Now, the countries, China, United States, Europe, are responding appropriately and very diligently. We're going to contain this thing. We've already got a vaccine in study right now in human subjects. So this thing is well at hand. And President Trump is absolutely correct. He allocated $2.5 billion for this. Chuck Schumer asked for $8 billion. My response is, hey, man, we got a homeless problem in Southern California and in Denver. Would you please give us some of that $8 billion and forget about the coronavirus? We've got that taken care of.
Wow. And you know what, Dr. Drew? First of all, I commend you with everything that you're doing with the homeless problem. So I hope that somehow you can work with our current administration and handle that. To my point, and I'm going to challenge you on this. Do you really believe that Pence is the right person to handle this, considering how he mishandled the HIV epidemic in 2015 with the needle exchange program, which one study said actually contributed to more deaths?
I don't know what they're talking about. We used to point at the way Indiana responded to the opiate and the HIV epidemic as the model for the country. I don't know what they're talking about. The only reason I felt comfortable with Pence as vice president was I was aware of his track record in Indiana in handling these serious problems, and they handled them better than most states did, almost any other state. So I don't know what the hell people are talking about.
All right, you're the doctor.
That is fake news. We used to look at Indiana as an appropriate response to the opiate and the well, really, it was the opiate epidemic we were really responding to at the time, and they also had a massive effect on HIV and AIDS. Yes, it took everybody a while to respond properly to it, but they really took care of business in Indiana, so I have no idea what people are talking about. Whether Pence is the right person, look, the right people is Anthony Fauci and the CDC. You listen to Anthony Fauci. Dr. Fauci will tell you what's going on, when you need to worry. I worked with him in the HIV epidemic back in the 80s. That guy's been on top of infectious disease for 30 years. When there's a problem, he will let us know. And he's been saying exactly what I've been saying the whole way. Look to him, not me, and not even Vice President Pence. Look at guys like Anthony Fauci, whose responsibility is to contain these things.
Great. Nice. And we will continue to look to you, Dr. Drew.